Good morning, dear hearts. It's Miss D here. How are you? It's been a little while since I've been here making a video, chatting with you all. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited today to let you know a little bit about what's been going on with Miss D in her absence here. What really has been going on is Miss D has still been crafting. I have actually taken on a new art form. It's acrylic painting. I've been learning a little more about that craft form, taking a little instruction from two great YouTubers here, two instructors. One is the art Sherpa, Cinnamon Crooney, and her mother, actually Ginger Cook. Those two ladies are some great artists, and they're giving free lessons here on YouTube on how to paint in acrylics. I've been diving into the lessons and following both of these ladies and learning a lot. Miss D has had a passion most of her life to want to paint. It's a passion that I guess was locked up inside because I didn't have any skills as a painter. I have a brother that's an artist, so my brother Arthur, hi Paul, how are you? He is an artist and he is gifted. He just naturally can paint and draw and do all things artistic. And I always admired his work and always wanted to have that gift. I find that in our family, we all are creative, but it comes out in different ways. For me, it has been the more hands-on, more building something, my love for cardboard and doing cardboard projects. But I always wanted to be an artist, to paint, to draw. And here, late in life, the opportunity has afforded me. I started the YouTube channel to be a place where people could learn about crafts, and the videos that are here on YouTube that make it easier for us to learn a craft. Finding that the journey is shifting a little bit for me. My YouTube channel so far, we're just about a year in a few short weeks, Miss D will have been a YouTuber for a year. But in that time, I'm finding that before I can have the channel be my dream channel where you come in, I critique videos and projects and give you a place where you can find the best projects, that I needed a lot more refining. I needed to watch a lot more videos, put my hands into a lot more crafts. And so this year, that's been the journey. We've discovered book folding, we've discovered cardboard, we discovered glass painting, and all kinds of crafts I've learned over this year. I probably will make a compile of me and the crafts that I have done this year, as it's been a great journey. But right now I have dove into acrylic painting and it has been a gift. I do want to give a shout out to the art shepherd and her mother, Ginger Cook. They have opened my eyes and my creative abilities wide open with acrylic painting. So that's where I've been for the last little bit. I didn't know that it was so interesting or something that you would want to watch here on the channel. So I wasn't making videos, but I was doing a lot of practicing the art. There were some pieces that I was piecing together as I'm more leaning towards multimedia, where I'll do acrylic painting and add other components to it. Like I've been doing some book journaling and things like that. And so I'm hoping that you will get fascinated and interested too, as I am going to start making videos of me doing some of the projects. The videos may be a little bit different than what we're used to here on YouTube. I can see me not maybe having a polished, complete work done, but in the middle of a project, and just have the video recorder recording me learning a process or just working on a project. What you see behind me are some of the projects that I have been painting and doing, and I thought today that I would just share a little bit of it. So I want to do a disclaimer first that I am no painter by any means of any expertise, but what I am is a budding artist loving the journey. So when you see the work that I have done, I would appreciate comments and likes and shares if you do like them, and a little criticism is okay, but to beat me down, Miss D's not quite ready for the beat down as she is learning her way around the crafts. But I did kind of want to share some of my work. Some of them I'm proud of. So what you see behind me are a few of them. I'm going to just change angles just a little bit and share a couple of the pieces I have done. The one here of Soul Galaxia is a painting that I learned to do from the art shepherd, Cinnamon Crooney. If you go to her website, theartshepherd.com, she has tutorials on how to do this painting step by step. This is actually my representation of the painting she did. I learned a lot in the process of making it, and this was my completed project. I'm really proud of her. I think she's beautiful. This piece right here actually is a creation of my own. Part of acrylic painting, you do some painting of your canvas for background scenery, and you prep your canvas before you start. And I was prepping my canvas one day, and I was prepping in black as I was going to do another piece, and as I was painting the canvas black, I started to see kind of this form in the paint, and I just went with it, and out of that came my ancestor soul painting, and he's a piece that I'm really proud of. One of the pieces I did watching and learning from Cinnamon's mother, Ginger Cook, is this peacock. This is actually still on cardboard. What I have been doing is taking my love of cardboard and meshing it in the acrylic painting. So when I'm learning and really starting not to waste money, I'll paint on cardboard, and then if I really like the piece, then I'll paint it on some canvas. So this peacock was a piece that I really ended up liking, and I will be transferring that onto some canvas. Also, while I was working, another piece I was able to create is this lovely lady on a beach setting. The acrylic painting has had me doing a lot of sky and beach scenery, and this piece in the middle is a multimedia piece. It's a image that I started working on and felt like she would look beautiful on this beach, so I just painted her up and applied her to the painting. That's what I mean when I'm talking about I'm doing some multimedia pieces. That's a few of the projects that I have so far been able to work on and complete. I'm loving the process, and so I'm hoping you're curious and can find your way to watching a few of the videos of me actually painting. I'm in the middle of painting a piece right now, and I probably will end the video with me finishing that piece. I'll give you a sneak peek at him, but there was another piece that I did kind of want to show you because it's something else that I'll be making a video of soon. So the craft room has gotten loaded with me and multimedia stuff. This piece is a piece that I found in a magazine, and I just cut it out and put it on a piece of canvas. And what I'll do with it later is add some other embellishments with it for a multimedia piece. Isn't she lovely? I just love that image.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Diva just walked into the room. She doesn't know I'm recording, so hopefully she'll stay quiet just for a few more minutes while I show you this piece. This is actually my art journal. It's a piece that I created after watching one of Cinnamon's video where we were painting this Tuskegee piece where the door was something I was really impressed with. And then I decided that I needed a little art journal, and so I took the door and made it the cover of my art journal. I probably will be making another one as I found that I can buy the journals in the store. So an art journal basically is just a place where I sketch some of the work that I'm going to paint and practice some. And so in this journal, I've just got it started. I take some notes in here. This is my sketch. Can you see that at all? Can you see that? Is my sketch of Ginger Cook. She is the acrylic painter that I told you I've been taking lessons from. And just some other pieces that I'm working on in the journal. Really fond of this one right here. This is my practice on the doors. That's Diva waving. She's getting in the video. She's getting in the video. This was one of my first tries at making Galactic Soul, the painting that you saw on the wall. And just sketches of things I'm working on. A piece I was trying to learn how to make. Watch out, Diva. And so I do a lot of sketching in my journal. Pieces that I'm practicing on. And so I will be making a art journal here on the Do-It-Yourself DTV, and hope that you will come back and watch that. What you see here is just some of the backgrounds that I've been painting, getting ready to paint on them. I think this will be lovely for the peacock that I want to put on. No, this one. It's the one I think will be lovely for the peacock that I want to put on. And then some ocean backgrounds and things like that. That's what's been going on here in the craft room in my absence, and I hope that you have been well. I will be posting videos a little bit more often, and we'll have little visitors. You see Diva's little hand. She's trying to get in the video. She's not quite dressed, else I would give you a shot of her. But for now, I'm just going to say, stay at peace. Enjoy the journey. This journey has taken me to a different space than I intended, but I'm here and going to continue on. I hope that you will stay with me and you will find projects that you like and start a journey of your own. For now, this is Miss D saying bye. Have a lovely day.
Bye.
Oh, before I go, I told you I was going to show you the piece I'm actually working on now. This is definitely in the process. I'm working on basically learning to blend colors, learning to get hair texture under control, working on facial features. During the art quest, what I'm learning is how to do faces with the art Sherpa, Cinnamon Crooney. And so while I'm learning to do the facial parts, I'm painting pictures. I've been working on the nose. I feel like I'm getting a lot better, and really was working on lips. I kind of like the lips I'm doing in here. So what I've been doing is practicing these pieces of the face. And what I'm going to do now is mix up some paint so that I can, I want to get the skin tone better on this painting, on this piece. And so since you're here, you may as well see some of what I do. I do recognize that YouTube has changed its format a little bit, and so longer videos are actually getting more recognition for YouTube. So where I used to be really nervous about making longer videos, now it's the thing to do. So I thought since I need to make a longer video, just mix up some paint and try to get this skin together on this piece. So what I do is I use acrylic paints. I'm going to use some burnt sienna and probably some yellow ochre, and this is some burnt umber, and always some white. I think I'll use the zinc white and try to mix up some color for his skin tone. This is a palette knife. I've been learning a lots of new tools to use in this craft, and enjoying that process very much, very much. So what I'm going to do is mix up a little skin tone. I'm not great at this yet, but I'm going to try. So I think I'll start with the white. I'm just going to mix it up in this little cup. And a little of the burnt umber. This is the first time I've mixed up skin tone this way, so we'll see. Like I said, I'm learning this new craft, so I'm experimenting and playing a lot. He has a big face, so I probably need more than this. So I might use something a little bit bigger to mix up his color. How about you, dear hearts? What have you been doing since I've been gone? Have you found a new craft or new hobby? Or are you enjoying your old crafts and hobbies, which is wonderful too? Just going to scoop this out of here and try to mix it up a little bit more. Add to this mixture as I go if I like the colors, the way it's looking. So the tool I'm using is a palette knife, and it's great for mixing colors. Kind of want him to have a mellow colored skin. Add a little bit more, because I'm going to go with whatever I make up is going to be the color of his skin. I haven't quite gotten the whole knack of color mixing. I'm learning as I go. But that's starting to look good. Can you see that color? Trying to make a nice mellow skin tone. Cinnamon always makes a batch of what she calls her base, and then she makes highlight colors. I'm going to brush a little bit of that on here just to see if I like that on his skin. That could be a pretty color. Yeah, I think I'll make a little bit more of this because I do like it. So that's that burnt ember and the yellow ochre. And put a little bit of the zinc white in there. Yeah, there's more to that painting than I ever knew really was. Acrylic painting is fascinating. You get to use a lot of art skills. It's not just buy a tube of paint and go. You actually do some creating, colors and mixing. Oh, I like that. Got it a little bit darker. It looks good. So you hear in the background, Diva's back. That's my granddaughter, Jasmine. That's actually a great color. Scrape it up and try to keep it close together. Okay. So I am not painting on a easel. I've been painting right here on the desktop. It's been working out for me. I'm going to try brushing on with a little bit bigger brush. So what we do is we kind of wet our brush a little bit, then I wipe it. Cloths are nice to use, and I'm just gonna take the brush and get this off the palette knife. And just go about painting. Let's see if I can get you where you can see what I'm doing. Oh, I do like the color. Very nice. Paint in his ears. So I found with acrylic painting, layers of paint are important. So I usually do what you just saw, his other color for the skin tone, and then I try to horn in on the color I really want the piece to be, because you need layers of paint. This time I'm trying to be smooth with my strokes so that we don't have streakiness. I'm going to put this palette knife in some water. It's like a dream come true to finally be painting and feeling like I can do something. And that gift was given to me from the art Sherpa. Cinnamon. I appreciate what she does here on YouTube, giving free art lessons. I was mentioning before that YouTube has changed, and that kind of changed what was going on for me. I thought that I was going to be able to reach certain goals here on YouTube and be doing a lot more with it, but they changed how many subscribers you have and how long people watch, to a point that a little channel like mine, I don't see where I stand a chance of really being able to do any more than just make videos that I like and share. At one time I thought I would be able to do YouTube as a business, but it's looking a little less like that in what they require now, because you need so many subscribers and so many minutes and hours of people watching. And since I'm new here to YouTube and don't have very many subscribers, I don't see how I'll be able to fit in and become a regular YouTuber that way, as one of the YouTubers that is here and making a living doing YouTube. But because I do love the form of being able to share what I'm doing with you dear hearts, I will still make videos, and hopefully you guys will continue to watch them. And I'm finding a great place for me to find people in crafts, so I still get that out of it. And just like I found Cinnamon and her mother to learn a new craft, YouTube is great for that, so I appreciate that. Although I do feel a little sad that us little people are kind of taken out of the race for becoming full-time YouTubers and being able to use the forum in that manner. This is actually going pretty well. Do you like that skin tone? My daughter was looking at this piece earlier, and she was saying, "Mom, your man looks a little weird," and he does look a little androgynous to me. Can't quite tell if he's a man or a woman, although I have this lipstick on him, so I guess I'm assuming he's a woman. Sometimes the piece comes together at the end, and because you do so many layers of painting, and it changes as you do all that. And because the eyes aren't done, I think that's what's really throwing me for a loop. Really feeling that skin tone that we're putting on here. This is where it gets a little tricky for me. Trying not to knock pieces that I've worked on out. I guess I could try getting the skin tone on first. I think from now on that's what I'll do, is paint the shape and get the skin tones on. I'm learning. One of my sisters asked to see some of my work. So Tracy, I hope you're looking at this video when I post it and you can see some of the stuff I've been up to. Touch up around the hairline. I'll probably go back in and retouch the hair. Blend everything in nice. Looking pretty good. Can you see that coming? To see the difference in the skin I'm just adding and the skin colors that I had on there? I'm liking this add-on much better. I've been working on this neck area. I haven't quite got it like I really, really wanted. Thought the neck was a little too wide, so I have been shifting it. The beauty of acrylics is because you work in layers, you can change things. All you got to do is let the paint dry and paint over it. You can make changes. Actually made a lot of this skin tone. I may have to paint something else. I recognize I'm getting some of the paint outside of where the skin is, but I'm going to touch up everything. I'm going to try to shape this face a little more. I usually paint with the pieces flatter. This is one of the first times I've painted with it standing up like a real artist, so it's interesting to me. I think I have more control when it's flatter, but I do want to learn to paint properly. I'm going to add a little water to smooth everything out. That water kind of helps acrylics flow. I'm going to darken up some of the paint just a little bit and try to fix some of the places where I want to change, like his neckline or her neckline. Let's see if I can define who this is. It looks more like a woman with the lips to me. Did look androgynous before I had put the hair on. That's when my daughter had seen it. I'm just going to add a couple drops of water. Help the paint flow a little bit. And try to smooth out the skin. Do you paint at all? Have you taken it up or curious about it? You know, even before I really started painting, watching people paint was interesting to me. Such a creative expression. To be able to paint. Try not to have so many stroke lines and get the skin nice and smooth now. I'm so used to doing how-tos, this is a little interesting to me because I definitely cannot be doing a how-to on acrylic painting as I'm learning myself. But I feel like it's valuable to watch the process, watch the creative process. Noses are a little hard for me. But I do like with the paint that you kind of create with the strokes, lines that you already had. You can define them more. It's one of the reasons I guess I was putting the skin tone on last, because it does help get a little more water. Keep it smooth. Can you see those shifts in the colors? I'm doing kind of a little bit of highlighting when I put water on the brush. It changes the colors a little bit. Because I know skin comes in multicolors. So to have little shifts in the color of it seem more realistic to me. Looking pretty good. Go up here by the forehead just a little bit more. I know you can't see what I'm doing down here. I'm actually putting the water into the mixture, and that shifts the shades a little bit. The shade of the paint, which sometimes is frustrating because I seem like I change shades before I get the whole area done. So I try not to do that unless I'm highlighting. And anything I take out, I put back in later. Let this dry. Then I'll come back and add color where I've taken it away. I've got to get more brush control. Learning. Tip it up so I can really see. Has a little glare. Looking pretty decent. Okay. Do some cleanup around the edges where I had a couple mishaps, and refine some things. I love to see the changes that each layer makes. Okay, now what I want to do is preserve this a little while. Acrylic paints dry really fast, but I want to be able to come back and do some darkening. So I want this to dry. So I think I used a hair dryer on it. I'm just gonna put this top over the pile of paint that I have left to kind of reserve it for a minute to keep it the air from drying it out. Do some drying and then some touch up. Yeah, dry it. I don't know if I want to wash my brush yet. So one of my new tools is a blow dryer. You can dry your acrylics with a blow dryer on low heat. I love the whole process I go through with this acrylic painting. When it dries, it gets a little bit darker and you can see the lines better. There's a process, part of this process is watching the mess of getting it there, and learning to be patient in acrylics. Sorry about that noise. Necessary process. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to let the face rest a minute and work on the shirt a little bit more. Now, I have a yellow shirt on it right now, but that wasn't the plan. I kind of wanted it to be blue jean. But I'm looking at the colors I have on the board. This board started out the background all orange, and then I did that two-tone thing. So I'm thinking I'm still going to go for that blue top. So I'm going to mix up some more paint. Get my brush really clean. Clean in my tools. It's a process, and just watching what happens to the brushes are interesting. Ginger Cook sands her canvases before she paints, and I'm wondering if I might need to try that too, because the brushes seem to be taking a beating. Okay. Gotta mix up some blue. Trying to make a blue jean top. How's he looking? Look, or she. I keep calling it a he, but it's looking more like a she. Gonna take some phthalo blue. I'm gonna add a couple shades of blue and a little white. See what I get. That's the experimenting part. Still, I want to get a color wheel. Ginger Cook used this one, and it seems like it helps a lot with figuring out color and shading and all that. I'm very interested. This time I think mix it right here in the bowl. Very pretty. Get all the white mixed into the blue. I have to get a palette. I can mix my colors on a palette.
Stop! I'm not playing.
I'm gonna pause. I hear the grandkids coming. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. The kids just came up to see what was going on. I did continue painting the blue in for the vest. For the jacket. Just blocking in the sleeves. A little bit of water. Get it to move a little more. little bit of water helps acrylics move, but it shifts the color, so you gotta be careful. One of the things I like is that when the kids come and they catch me in the project, their comments on it can be rewarding, you know. My granddaughter's kind of fascinated that I can paint, that I'm learning to paint. They know it's something I wanted to learn, but to actually see it is kind of impressive for her. Having that underlayer is kind of nice. Hope you're enjoying this process. Maybe get inspired. Being intentional with my strokes help create some illusion. being intentional with my stroke lines now. I'm trying to imply certain things without having to paint them. Oh, streaky. Let that dry and then give it another coat. Feeling that, I'm feeling that. Starting to feel it. It's looking pretty decent. Rinse my brush, let that dry a little, and do some more touch up. Lots of layers in acrylic. I'm going to do some touching up and cleaning up, and I'll come back. Well, I've done my touch-ups on the bottom. I'm going to work on the hair a little bit. I find with acrylic painting, I work a little bit each day. I don't get it all done in one day. Hair has been the thing I've really enjoyed. I like to try to get that natural look, so it's a tap, tap, tap to get the curls of our hair. And that's a process that'll take a little while. I hope you enjoyed hanging out, see what's going on with Miss D. I'll catch you real soon. Bye. I'll make sure I show you this finished process. Bye. Working on the eyes next. Till next time.
Bye.